Good evening and welcome once again to the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Tonight's date is July 22nd. 22nd. And I'm your host, Sylvester the Cat. July 22nd, 2026. It is a Wednesday, Whiskey Wednesday. I'm down to one show per week. Hey, Kay. Hey, Laurel. Laurel says, looking good, sounds good. That's good. Oh, what a day. What a day. What a week. Ugh. Swear to God. I've been dealing with Hornswoggle. Yeah, last Thursday into Friday. It was Thursday. Thursday, I pissed off a bunch of folks on Facebook. I lost about 80 followers in 24 hours. They were rather pissed at me, those pussies. I said some things they didn't like. Yeah, I try to tell folks, you think the left is a bunch of snowflakes. Boy, there's a bunch of people on the right. They can't, you challenge their particular thoughts on this issue or that issue, and they just go apeshit. So, yeah, I lost about 80, maybe a little more than 80 followers. I've been clawing back. I've got most of them back now. Not all. Got most of them back since then. Lord Almighty. Swear to God. Swear to God. I've also started a new policy on, and I put up an announcement on it. Kay said people can't handle intelligent conversation these days. And that wasn't even just conversation, because I wasn't interested in conversation, and that pissed them off. They wanted me to prove shit, and I don't have to fucking prove shit to you. Go and do the research. I gave you my analysis. You go and you look into it yourself and you figure it out. I'm not going to get into what it is. Those who have followed, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, you've all heard this. J.D. Vance is not a Republican. and his latest interviews and his latest book prove that. He's not a Republican. I told people that back when Trump picked him. So I said, I hope he doesn't run for president. Needs to be somebody like DeSantis and Rubio, and there's a couple other ones. Cruz has been tossed into the mix. I personally think Cruz is best to be sitting on the Supreme Court. I don't agree with him on everything, but I think he'd be a good Supreme Court justice. But yeah, JD's divisive. JD can't even pull all Republicans. There's a lot of Republicans that don't like him. The number of people that don't like Rubio or DeSantis in the Republican Party is much smaller than that do not like J.D. Vance. But, like I said, hey, I told folks, I'm not going to argue with you. Just go look into it yourself. You go find out what his stances are and things. His economic stance is a Democrat. His foreign policy stance is a Democrat. His ideas on exceptionalism versus making sure that people is a Democrat. That shit all came out in his latest interview with Joe Rogan. Now there's speculation he ain't going to run anyways. But then there's speculation that Trump is grooming for the position. As soon as he picked him as a running mate, I said, please do not aspire to be president. The guy's creepy looking. And while, again, I said, I got no problem with him being VP because what the VP does and doesn't do. I would not vote for in any general election where you go, don't worry about who they're running against. JD would not be my man. Laurel says, I'd like to see Rubio as president. And Kay says, well, there still needs to be room for accommodation. I'd like to see Rubio in 2028. Yeah, and I think Rubio is where the smart money's on. But he's been playing with fire. JD hasn't. Some people, oh, JD's got a backbone. No, you compare Rubio to JD. Rubio is presidential. JD does not come off as a president. JD comes off as a, I don't know, I'd say housing secretary. So he doesn't come off as, in my opinion, he's not even vice presidential. But whatever, and Trump went with Pence too, and he wouldn't have been a good president. This idea that if you were VP, you're instantly in line for the job is, the coffee tonight is hazelnut cream from New England brand. Hazelnut cream, it's a good one. But yeah, they got to get rid of that. But yeah, I pissed off a bunch of people. I had one gal, and then a bunch of people tried to finger wag at me before unfollowing me or blocking me right out in the. It's like, don't fucking announce you're leaving. Just fucking leave. Just leave. You want to block me? Block me. Don't give a shit. Don't give a shit at all. Anybody who follows my content knows I encourage it. Look, if I upset you in some way and you just don't need me in your life, block me. I'm fine. You'll save us both a lot of trouble. But my new policy, and I posted it up today because it's been happening a lot, is people coming in and say, I post up something, and then they're like, I agree with you except for this, and then they'll say what it is. Or I disagree, and then they'll post their response. And none of it's what I said or what I think. That's a straw man. That's not what I said. It's not what I think. And I don't have the time. And here's the problem. If I leave that shit up there, you got a bunch of other people who are not reading what I actually wrote and go, yeah, that sounds right. Because a lot of times these people are making good points. But it doesn't contradict what I actually said. So it looks like they're informing me and they're right and I'm wrong. But no, that's not what I said. Kay said VPs are the traditional for being POTUS. Yes, they are. They usually, VP then become president. But they need to stop with that mentality. Pence could not have won an election. He couldn't have done it. And there's no need, and everybody that I've talked to about it, so I don't care what they think of J.D. Vance. Ain't a single person has been able to come back and say that Rubio wouldn't be a better choice. Well, if Rubio's the better choice, why run J.D.? It doesn't make any sense. It's an unforced error. There's scuttlebutt that he's not even gonna. Good. I hope he just eliminates that particular thing. I pissed off a bunch of other people because I said Tulsi Gabbard isn't a Republican. But see, in 2024, she joined the Republican Party. She's not a Republican. If you listen to her speech where she's announcing that she's a Republican, she's not a Republican. She says, if you're a Democrat and an independent, know that they don't have room for us over there. But the Republicans, they've got room for us and they're welcoming us. So I'm a Republican now. It's like she didn't change her stand on anything. She's not a fucking Republican. She's a sane Democrat. She's anti-2 amendment. Her fiscal policy is Democrat. She is a blue dog Democrat. She just couldn't make it in the Democrat Party because she's from Hawaii. If she was from like Pennsylvania or I don't know, some other state that's not that far left, but elects Democrats, she'd do fine. But she's from Hawaii. Don't trust Tulsi Gabbard. Yes, she was good in the position she was put in. Absolutely. I don't have a problem with Democrats being in cabinet positions and doing this or that. I got no problem with it. It's whether their job is consequential for actual leadership or legislative stuff. Kay said Republicans won't win on their own. We need other like-minded people as well. Nah, bullshit. Trump won the election, didn't he? It was Republicans and people that realized that, well, yes, okay, yeah. You're going to get the like-minded people, all the moderates out there. Look, you've got Bill Maher out there. I'm tired, so if I misspeak or go off, I'll try to correct myself. Bill Maher has openly said that his vote's in play. He would vote for JD or another Republican, depending upon who the Democrats throw up as their candidate. He's already said that. He's tired of the Democrat Party. That's Bill Maher. You know, anti-Republican, TDS having Bill Maher. The Republicans are the bane of the world, is saying he'd vote for a Republican because the Democrats are going communist. They've lost their mind. So yeah. And then all the polls coming in for the midterms, not looking good for the Democrats. It should have been a shoo-in. Normally the party out of office cleans house. Not always, but normally they clean house in the midterms. Not likely to be the case this time. If they're lucky, they might gain a seat or two. It doesn't look like they're going to swap. They may very well, depending upon how things go, they may lose seats. Why? Because they're going too far left. That shit plays in New York. That shit plays in California. That shit plays in Hawaii. But the average American, the average Democrat, they ain't that far left. Kay says we need to win elections. That's the route to power. And how we... No. It's not that simple, Kay. You can't just win. If you win elections by electing a Democrat as a Republican, you're not. You need to elect Republicans as Republicans. It's a two thing. It's not just one or the other. It's a two-way thing. Yeah, you got to win elections, but if you win elections but their voting pattern isn't any different than the average Democrat, you didn't fucking win anything. At best, you kept radicals out of the office. That's the problem. I've been warning that shit for a long time, that the Republican Party is filled with a bunch of people that aren't Republicans. So at best, you're not going apeshit crazy, but you're not getting the headway that you should, because the entire Republican Party has shifted left. They're not Republicans. Donald Trump isn't a Republican. He is a blue dog Democrat that would be best described as an independent populist right now. He was the guy. I voted for him. Couldn't afford not to vote for him. Because his stands aren't anything different than what would have been seen by a Democrat in the 1950s. Oh, he's patriotic. So what? They were all fucking patriotic. Oh, he cares America first. They all cared America first. Oh, they like the military. They all like the military. Oh, they didn't like open border. They didn't like. It was only the far left Democrats that were different than that. The average Democrat, that's their stand on everything. Right, we need to keep radicals out of power. Yeah, that's the goal. I don't think that it should be, look, that shouldn't be your only goal when you've got alternatives. That's my point. The mentality that, hey, anything as long as it's not their radical. No. How's it? You've got good guys. Rubio would not have a hard time winning a general election. He ain't a Democrat. So this whole, it's anything to get elected. No, you don't even need to go there. It's not even an issue of mental masturbation. You don't even need to do it. Why lower the standards? Sometimes we need to I'm going to make a compromise. Stop it, Kay. Compromise. We've been fucking compromising for the past 20 plus fucking years. We need to make a compromise. Stop. Need to make a fucking compromise. Sometimes we need to take a fucking stand. Put the good guy in. He can win. Compromise. He can win. The left counts on us. The left counts on the retards on the right, always saying, we need to make a compromise. While they don't fucking compromise on anything. Anything. The only compromises that are made is by the retards on the right. And they don't need to. You don't need to compromise. Jesus Christ. I'm tired of this fucking we need to compromise. We've been getting our ass handed to us for 20 fucking years. Compromise. Why? Because we compromise. Jesus Christ, Kay. Criminy. Lack of fucking backbone is what it is. Bunch of fucking retarded cowards. Compromise. How's about fucking showing a backbone? The left never fucking compromises. Compromise going one way isn't a compromise. It's a fucking it's defeat. It's capitulation. We sometimes need on Kay, shut the fuck up. Really. Stop. Read the room. Read the room. Laurel says these compromises get slowed down, get shoved down our throats. Enough already. Right? It's the only when only one side is compromising. It's not a fucking compromise. You get the left compromising first, and we'll talk about maybe some compromises. We don't get shit. We got a fucking compromise. We need to compromise on. We don't need to. Rubio can win. I'd say DeSantis can probably win. Rubio, I got no doubt. Because he's been in the spotlight. He's been in the spotlight, and he's on fire. He can win. We don't need to compromise. The fucking compromise. Kay says, shut the fuck up. I'm here for the duration. You're not here if I fucking kick you off the show. Like I said, read the room, Kay. I come in on fire like that. Boy, it's a pretty fucking stupid thing to buck the fucking... Jesus Christ. Now, we'll have another message here. Happy birthday, Laurel. Happy birthday. I forgot all about it. Hey, the choice is yours, Kay. The choice is yours. I'm tired of pandering to people who can't read the fucking room. You saw my stand on it. You want to keep pushing it. I'm saying shut the fuck up. Move on to something else. If you don't want to do that, then you can leave. I got no fucking problem. I'm tired of it. You ain't paying my fucking bills. That's another thing. People go to my content and they think they can fucking dictate to me and fucking do whatever the fuck they want. They ain't paying my fucking bills. It'd be one thing if they were, but they're not. You're a guest. Join the party if you want to, but remember who's the fucking ringmaster. Jesus Christ. I told you what I told you, Kay. It's on you. I'm not gonna fucking make the decision for you. It's on you. Says, I'm not here to pay your bills. That's your job. Get the fuck off the show, Kay. Get the fuck off the show. You missed what I was fucking saying. Get the fuck off the show. If you don't leave, I'll block you from viewing the whole fucking channel. You won't be able to comment or fucking come back ever again. You decide. You decide. I can fucking afford to lose one fucking viewer on the fucking show. You decide. You want to grab the bull by the horns, Kay? Choice is yours. Get the fuck out of here. If you don't and you say something again, you want to be a smart ass again, Kay? I'll fucking ban your ass quicker than shit. Your choice. I am tired of it. my job to pay my bills. Why do you think I even fucking do the show? You fucking moron. You think I'm here? You think I'm just here because I just look? There used to be a shit ton more people coming to the show. We had a damn good time. But do people think I did it for the fucking for my own enjoyment? No, it's part of the content that I put out there. Same way with the other social media stuff. I don't do it just to fucking throw it out there. I do it to pay my bills. And if you're not contributing and you're just being a fucking asswipe, I don't need you around. Because you're not paying my bills. I don't need to fucking be here. I don't lose a dime not being here. Moron. Wrong fucking night. Read the fucking room. I'm tired of pussyfooting around with people. No need for it. None. But back to Laurel. Hope you had a great day. Hope you had a great day. The missus reminded me. She goes, hey, hey, it's Laurel's birthday. Like, oh, shit. Okay. So what else we got going on here? Yeah, John got his heckles up. No, I'm tired of it. I dealt with too many people over the last week. Done with it. People want to fucking argue. I'm not there to argue with them. Or says, oh, hell, no, you didn't just say that. Okay, wrong move. You need to lighten up in order to expand your... Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Done. Can't read the room. Can't read the room. Can't read the room. I need to lighten up to expand. To expand. Okay, there's that. There we go. Laurel says unreal. He has always been about... Yeah, he says some weird shit sometimes. He says some weird shit. And I've been nice to him. I've been fucking nice to him. He doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. After the first time I raised my voice in that exchange, he should have shut the fuck up. Somebody with common sense would have shut the fuck up. My demeanor right now has nothing to do about expanding my audience. Because I keep track of shit. Nobody's going to it. People have not been coming to my show. Only the regulars come to my show. I watch how many people watch the show the next day. It's not getting watched. And that's fine. That's fine. But again, I'm not here. I'm not here just because I got a fucking ego and I just want to hear myself talk. Look. Shortly after noon, I told the missus, I said, I don't feel like doing the show tonight. I haven't been feeling good. We've both been feeling like shit for 2 or 3 days. And she said, well, don't do the show. And I'm like, no, I got to do the show. I dropped it down to once a week. And there's a couple folks that might want to come to see the show. But I don't have to do the show. And Kay doesn't get it. No, he doesn't pay my bills. No, he doesn't. That's the same ways that, look, if I had a big audience here and the money was coming in, might be a little more leeway, but I probably wouldn't put up with his shit. But my point was, he's inconsequential. Him being allowed to interact is inconsequential. Welcome to the show. That's great. I don't have a problem with it. But when push comes to the shove, it's my show. It's my show. It's not his show. That's the same way with, I've come to the conclusion that the vast majority of people that follow my content on Facebook, they use it for a platform so that they can post something so other people can see. Laurel says, well, you came tonight. If you don't feel like 2 hours, you need to take care of it. No, I get it. No, I ain't fragile. I ain't fragile. I just hadn't been. I've been dealing with idiots. I've been trying really hard since this weekend to be nice to people online. I've been ignoring shit. But this is the way it works. I post up something and somebody thinks they want to fucking argue with me or disagree with me. And they say some stupid shit. If I then come back and talk to them about it, and they want to start a back and forth, it's like, that's not what I'm there for. You said your say. I said my say. That's it. That's it. We don't need to keep going back and forth. Then they get pissed off. Laura says, you're right. Fragile like a bomb. People are idiots. They are. I tell people, look, 1 or 2 go-arounds. If we haven't sorted it out within a couple go-arounds, it ain't going to get sorted. I don't have the time for it. And it's my page. So I just end it. It's like, look, this is done. This exchange is done. You had your say. I had my say. Thank you for your understanding. That's it. And then people get all pissed off. How dare he? Jesus Christ. Learn when to shut the fuck up. If I'm on your page or I'm at your house or I'm on your show, I'd shut the fuck up. But guess what? This ain't your page, your house, or your show. It's mine. It's not egotistical to expect me to take priority in it. What's it say there? The Whiskey Cowboy Live. It doesn't say fucking Joe Splo. It doesn't say fucking Kay Morgan show. It says the Whiskey Cowboy Live. If I went to Matt Walsh's or Ben Shapiro or any of the other ones, Matt Christensen. If I went to their show, I wouldn't think it's my fucking show when I get the biggest say. No, it's their show. Hey, have at it. It's your show. If I say something that you don't like and you say shut up, I'll shut the fuck up. Why? It's your show. It ain't that difficult. Why the fuck is it that nobody can seem to fucking understand that? Or shall I say, some people can't understand that? Gets really annoying. Really annoying. Lighten up. When you see them on fire, don't be sticking your fingers in the fire. They're going to get burned. Only a retard doesn't figure that shit out. The hell? I'm going to upset Kay. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's my job to pay my bills. Fuck you. Fuck you. It's like going to a fucking barbecue every fucking weekend and not bringing a goddamn thing but yourself and your appetite. And then when somebody fucking expects you to maybe throw a napkin away and shit that you use, and you go, fuck you, it's not my barbecue, it's yours. Not my job. Keep fucking pushing. See, that's the shit to get your face pushed in the real world. Get your face pushed in. Show a little fucking respect and courtesy to your host. You're not running shit. You're a guest. God. Everybody that follows the show knows I don't just fucking go off on people. They got good warning. They got good dang warning before I go off on them. And if they can't shut the fuck up, I shouldn't even have to tell you to shut up. You should know. He should have known after the first time he brought up stupid shit that dog wasn't going to hunt. Fucking compromise. We need to compromise. It's capitulation. It ain't compromise. It's capitulation. When only one side's fucking compromising, that ain't a compromise. That's a capitulation. And too many retards on the right don't understand that. Some do. They don't understand that, you know what? You don't have to always run the lesser of evils if you got something better. Why run a gamble when you got a fucking ringer to run? It's an unforced error. It's an unforced error. Now, you can agree or disagree on who's going to run, but Jesus Christ, even he said Rubio was... It's like, well, then what the fuck is this? He just wanted to fucking be contrarian. And he's pulled that shit before. If I say don't run JD because he's got less of a chance to fucking win, and Rubio's a much stronger candidate and has much more support across the board. Well, we sort of do, but look, like the Democrat senator from Maine, I forget her name, or the Republican senator from Maine. She's damn near a Democrat. But that's about as best as you can get. That's about the best that you can get in Maine. So that's the compromise. Okay, we'll take her. That's the best we can get. The representative from Alaska, that's not, because they are a solid red state. You don't need to run a Democrat as a Republican in a solid red state. You run a good Republican. Massachusetts, Maine, maybe Vermont. Yeah, you run a kind of a Republican light. Because if they can get in office, it's better than not. But if you don't need to, don't do it. We don't need to run J.D. Vance. And I don't care if people like him. You don't need to run him. Why? Play the odds. Rubio's a much stronger candidate. But what the fuck do I know, right? It's the same way with Trump in Iran. Same shit I fucking said a month ago about shit and said these are the problems. They've all come to pass. But I didn't know what the fuck I was talking about. Why? Because I dared criticize Trump. Laura says I didn't phrase that right. You usually say what I meant to. No, that's okay. That's okay. But I'll correct it if it's like, no. But yeah, there's times you don't need to. You don't need to. When you don't need to compromise, don't compromise. And like I said, when it comes to all the other shit, the only people that have compromised are the right. That stops being a compromise. A compromise means they give some, we give some. They give some, we give some. If it's only us that's given, it's not a fucking compromise. Laurel says he hadn't handled Iran from the get-go. No, he didn't. Well, from the very start he did, the first week or so. And then he pulled back. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? He could have been done. Could have been done. But no, he's going to treat them like any other enemy. They're not any other enemy. He's even come out and said what I've said. Oh, they broke the deal. Of course, they're not. They don't hold to any. Then why are you playing that game in the first place? That just fucking blows my mind. Why are you playing? You come out now and admit that they don't ever agree to anything. They don't ever hold up their end of the bargain. Why are you even playing that game? But I was the idiot when I pointed that shit out a month and some ago. I lost followers because I dared contradict Der Führer. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you think that Trump, he just automatically makes all the best decisions, you're a fucking idiot. Because he doesn't. He's a mixed bag. But every president is. The only difference is the Trump zealots that have his testicles firmly in their esophagus. You can't criticize him or disagree on anything, because how dare you? They treat you worse than the Democrats. Why? There ain't been a single president that's done everything right. About the closest would be Calvin Coolidge. Calvin Coolidge. But they all had problems. Even Washington had problems. Oh, gee, you can't point anything negative about your God in office. That's the problem. The left does it with theirs, and there's folks on the right that do it with theirs, and it's disgusting. Disgusting. Again, ain't anything that I said concerning Iran been proven wrong. It's all been right. Because I'm very careful when I open my mouth about something. Did the same thing with when the gas prices went through the roof. And I said, it's bullshit. There's no reason for it. You can't get an immediate slowdown and increases at the fuel pump because of something that happened around the world. We still have a shit ton of oil in the pipeline. It's not a spigot. It didn't turn it off. When they stop it here, it stopped there. No, we've already got shit in the system. There's a lag to it, but the prices didn't fucking lag. It was an immediate. I said because it's an artificial panic spike. Oh, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay. And then a week later, when the other experts finally come in and go, yeah, it's an artificial price spike. Yeah, the Cowboy. I'm a fucking idiot, right? Jesus. God. And like we haven't seen that shit before. I tell people all the time, you may not agree with me. That's fine. But if you normally do, and then suddenly I say something to make you go, look into it. I don't need to spoon feed you. I told somebody to look into. You're treating your followers like they're idiots. by telling them that you're not going to spoon feed them the information. No, I'm sorry. That's not treating them like idiots. That's treating them like grown-ass adults with some intelligence. I'm not going to spoon feed you everything. Because here's the God's honest truth. When I write in-depth articles, a handful of people read them. The rest skim at best. The others just look at the fucking picture in a couple sentences, and then that's all they read. So I can't go in depth on everything. Some things I got to go, this is what I think about it, look into it. It's that simple. But then people get their fucking butts all worked up over it. Jesus. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. As like I said, now when somebody presents a straw man, I'm just going to fucking delete it. Why? Because I don't need a bunch of other idiots seeing they saw the same straw man, which is, it's not what I said. It's not what I think. It's wrong. And then running with it. Yeah, somebody else thought the same thing that I did. So, yeah, the Cowboys got to be wrong. It's like, no, you're all a bunch of fucking idiots. You didn't read what I wrote. Just like another gal today. She's like, I disagree about this. And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't say that. I didn't say the right has ignored the left becoming more radical and becoming violent. I didn't say that. What I said was that the right has ignored the full extent and the harm that's going to happen. I'm paraphrasing here. It goes beyond them realizing that they're violent now. It goes to the real issues. And they did. They figured they could weather it out and they could make it through the storm, but it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So again, what she was saying and arguing against and disagreed with me on isn't even what I said. And then she's like, "Oh, I concede. Okay, I'll concede that." But then she tried to make the argument again. But then she goes, "Oh shit, yeah. So basically, yeah, I guess you're right. That is ignoring it. Yeah, it is. Why don't people do this? Go through the mental thoughts in their head before they start typing. Work it out. Work it out. Ooh." Yeah, work it out. Work it out. I don't treat people like they're idiots. I get pissed off with all the idiots. I don't naturally assume. It's like, please, no, please, you're better than this. Think logically and rationally, please. Please. Take some fucking reading comprehension courses. Read what I wrote. Not what you see. Read what I wrote. Well, I took it as, I don't give a shit how you took it. Read what I wrote. The same way as, here's another thing. If you say something, you write it down there, and I hold you to it, then you go, well, that's not what I meant. Then next time, fucking type what you meant. Type what you meant. Too many people, and I've talked about this in the past, too many people, they don't take people at their word because they don't say what they mean. Everything's a big fucking mystery. It's a giant freaking tea leaf reading session. We're just all going to say shit and everybody sit back and figure out what you want to out of it. No, how about this? Say what you mean. I say what I mean. And then if I make a mistake, I'll go, oh, yeah. Shit. Oops. And that's another thing that people, they can't go, oh yeah, fuck, sorry. No, they got to double down. If I honestly fucked up, and it happens every once in a while, I go, oh shit, yeah. No, I get it. Sorry. That's how I handle it. Other people, nah. Let's just fucking double down. I'll get twice as pissed off, twice as obstinate, twice as wrong, you know? And then say that I'm the problem. It's like, no, stop it. Stop it. Hey, you been noticing that they've been leaving more feathers on the chickens, the processed chickens at the store? You been noticing that? It's annoying. It is annoying. Laurel says yes, and it makes me crazy. Good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It's like I've been noticing it more and more lately. It's like, are they defeathering these things right? They leave too many of those little feather hairs on it. They don't need to do that. They never had those on there. I don't know what the problem is. I don't want to eat that shit. Probably won't do me any harm, but I don't want to eat it. Oh, Lord Almighty. Well, it's quarter to 9. I wonder if Judy will stop in. Peg's usually here by quarter after. They missed all the excitement. Jesus, what the fuck was his problem? Common sense would have been, yeah, I'm just gonna, and then he wanted me to make the choice. Jesus, no, that's a pussy way out. Laurel says I prefer to floss my teeth after yeah. Yeah, I keep toothpicks on hand. I don't need my food to be the toothpick. Goodness gracious. Oh, it's nice having the AC in the studio. That is nice. Feels good. Feels good. Jesus. Laura says, I have toothpicks on the table. Yeah, so do I. I keep them on hand. Keep them in the truck. Keep them in the on the table. Bring them out when I go canoeing. And I try to always keep tooth. You know, the older we get, there's more gaps in our teeth, and shit's always getting stuck. And it's like, I don't, no. Just bothers me. Just bothers me. But, yeah. Oh, somebody else joined. Hey. Hey. How you doing, you? I need to lighten up in order to expand my audience. Oh my goodness. What was the first thing that popped into your head? You read it before I did. You read it before I did. If Gus was watching, Gus probably would have been like, oh, hell. You know, even to the ultra, we didn't have problems. We don't have problems. It's just read the room. Laura said he didn't realize that he was going to be gone as in Gone Forever. Yeah. And I gave him chances. Gave him chances. He wanted to play passive aggressive bullshit. Which again, you know, with me, that doesn't play well. I'd rather you get your heckles up than to try to pull that shit. Because there ain't nothing passive about me. That's okay. The missus will watch the show and she'll be like, excuse me, oh, coffee burp. She's going to be like, yeah, good. She wasn't his favorite character anyways. Imagine that. He's weird. Weird guy. But I'm a gracious guy. I'll put up with a lot of shit. He just didn't know when to shut the fuck up. Just like me and an oil company owner got into it back years ago. I don't know if I told this. Johnny Prescott Oil. Yeah, those people in New Hampshire, they'll know what I'm talking about. Nice big trucks. They got a fake dog sitting on the roof. Yeah, otherwise nice. It was years ago. We're talking about probably 20 years ago. And like happens sometimes, I ran out of oil. Okay, I ran out of oil. Happens. Ain't nothing new. It happens. So I ordered oil. They came in. They put oil in, and I paid them to restart the furnace. And when you restart a furnace, you're supposed to stick around for 15, 20 minutes. Make sure that it keeps running, because there can sometimes be an air bubble in the line, and it'll go out, and it needs to be restarted. Now you're paying for that. You're paying for that. And you're paying good money for that. It ain't cheap. So I paid them. So I got oil and I paid them. And I'd been a customer for years. And the oil guy left. Sure as shit, about 20 minutes later, the furnace stopped running. The line needed to be bled. That's what they were paid to do, to make sure it's running. They're not paid to just turn it on. You can do that yourself. They're there to turn it on, make sure that it's working, and that the line doesn't need to be bled. Because, again, sometimes there can be air in the line because you ran out of oil. They're there to make sure that it's working. They get paid to do that. So I call them up. And this is dead in the wintertime, too. And I call them up. Hey, the furnace went out, and I paid you guys to start it. Well, it's going to be another $80 for us to come out. It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah, because there's a special trip. What the fuck? I'd already paid you to get the thing going. Well, it was the owner that was on the line. And then he said, well, you should have been a man and not let it run out in the first place. Oh, you want to talk about fucking mad. Oh, you want to talk about fucking mad. That's the last drop of fucking oil I bought from Johnny Prescott Oil, that motherfucker. You don't pull that shit. Your customer, your longtime customer, paid for heating oil and paid extra to have you start the furnace, which is a service, which includes making sure the furnace is running. And I called other companies. They said, yeah, they're supposed to stay around for about 15, 20 minutes, just in case if there's a bubble in the airline, it needs to be bled. It's part of the startup. Well, I got it handled. And they never received another dime from me. It's like, you son of a bitch. People run out of oil. It happens. What the fuck is wrong with people? Swear to God. I'd never do that shit. I don't treat people like that. I do not treat people like that. Hey, Judy. Welcome to the show. Say happy birthday to Laurel. Laurel says my propane tank actually has a monitor. Yeah, mine had a fuel gauge, but it doesn't let me know that it's down. We were just like, sometimes you get tight and you're like, oh, I can go a little bit longer. And I couldn't. It was just one of those things. It's the only time I've ever run out of oil. Only time. It's not like I ran out of oil. It was the only time. No, that's not true. That's not true. I've run out of oil here, but I don't have a gauge here. My gauge broke. And I just went down. No, I didn't even have to go down. I had a so technically no, I didn't run out. I didn't run out of oil because I kept 5 gallons separate. So I just went and I dumped the 5 gallons into it. So, oh, yours tells the company? Yeah, that's a handy way to do it. That's a handy way to do it. More so if your budget, like I said, those are some lean years. Those are some lean years. We didn't have we didn't have money to play with. But yeah. Oh. You don't fucking insult your customer like that. What the fuck is your problem? Yeah, wrong man. That's wrong. I was mad. Like, you son of a bitch. You're just lucky that I'm not coming down there to stove in your face. The second time I've said it. Hey, Judy. As part of Laurel's birthday party here, I kicked Kay out. She's like, what? What? Yeah. Kay's not going to be joining the show anymore. Laurel says it was a good present. Oh, what happened? He wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like he's done in the past. He usually takes the hint pretty quick. He didn't take the hint this time. And he just kept going. I told him to shut the fuck up, and he just wouldn't. Oh. And then I'd mentioned that, it's like, look, I said, I don't need you here. You don't pay my bills. And he's like, yeah, no, I don't pay your bills. That's your job. And it's like, oh, you son of a bitch. He doesn't understand what I do. Or he just doesn't give a shit. It's like, oh. And he just kept running his mouth. So it's like, okay, done. Laurel said it was epic. John lasted longer than I would have. Like I said, since this weekend, I've been trying to be as nice as I can with people. And I already come in hot. There's nobody that was here from the beginning of the show, and there wasn't anybody here, that wouldn't have known John's hot tonight. And if I'm in one of those moods, you don't grab me by the horns. It's stupid. Judy says, honestly, I'm surprised he has lasted this long. We've had a few shows where I've had to tell him, yeah, that's about enough. Tonight was the end. Tonight was the end. We got a bunch of people watching. Hey, folks, say hey. Say hey. Say hey. Hi. Hey, hi. I don't know how the hell I pronounced that. That was kind of like hey and hi together. Laura says, don't poke the bear. Yeah. Yeah, don't poke the cowboy. I just, everybody, and I posted about this the other day online. It's like so many people think that they're the foreman wherever they go. It's like, no, you're not. And people can say what they want to about me. John, he's egotistical and he's always got to be in charge. No. Have you ever seen me when I'm not on my show or not on my page? I'm a very gracious guy. I don't have to be the center of attention. If there's a party, you probably won't even see me. I'll be over in the corner someplace. If there's a family event, I'm not mingling with everybody. I'm sitting there. I'm quiet. If you come over to my table and talk, we'll talk. I don't have to control the conversation. Tell me something about yourself. I don't care. Let's go. But on my show and my page, they're mine. They're mine. Even when you come to my house, I'm not going to run the whole thing. Hell, Gus and Judy will tell you that shit. They've been to my house. I'm a gracious host. What do you want? Hey, tell me something. I don't have to run the show. It's my show, you know. But again, it's still my house, and it's still my show, and it's still my social media account, and it's still mine. Whatever. Oh. Somebody else wants to put up a live stream and invite me to it. Okay. It's yours. That's fine. You want to put the effort in, you want to try, go ahead. Go ahead. So I say the same thing on Facebook. Hey, you want to write an article? That's funny. You two might have noticed back when I put again, hey, the soapbox. Everybody wants to get up in a soapbox. They want to use my content to then like publish their diatribes. Hey, how's about this? Why don't you write an article? Go ahead and write up an article and send it to me. If I approve it, I'll go ahead and post it up on my page for all to see. You get full spotlight. And I'll say Joe Schmo wrote this. This is his. Have at it. You know how many fucking articles I got? Zero. See, because nobody wants to do the work. It's like all these people that are jumping in, they think that they're going to tell somebody something off of my content. Ain't none of them have content of their own. They don't write shit on their page. They don't have a following. Now, that doesn't mean that they're either right or wrong by default. What it means is they're using, even though I'm a small fish, I'm still a fish. They're using my platform to get attention for themselves. So let's just be fucking honest about it. And then be gracious and yield on my fucking page. And don't be like that other jackwagon the other time that just cut my shit and put it on his page. Didn't even give me credit for it. Here's something to think about. It's like, yeah, motherfucker, you just stole my entire fucking commentary and posted on your page. Didn't even give me credit. I thought that the message was more important than who gets credit for it. Well, that's some bullshit right there. So that was so wrong. Oh, yeah, it was beyond wrong. And then for him to try to play it off like I was the egotistical fuck for expecting at least a link back to my fucking page. Oh, I let people take my stuff all the time. What stuff? What stuff? I went to his page. He didn't have shit on his page. Fucking idiots. Oh, here's another. I got since we're yeah, John's on fire. Let me read something for you here. Remember the post I republished it today. It's about the human brain does not like chaos, and it's talking about how people fill in the blanks and the mind fills in the blanks. I went over the psychological reasons and the biological reasons why people are misled easily, or they see things that aren't really there, both metaphorically and physically. Okay, Judy says yeah. So this is what... let's see here. This is what this guy writes. He says, a good post, but the Doobie Brothers put it more succinctly. Almost a half a century ago. Okay? So what he's saying is, the Doobie Brothers, love them, put it in less words and more to the point, okay? He goes, quote, "A wise man has the power to reason away what seems to be. What a fool believes he sees." That doesn't fucking succinctly say what I posted. So I wrote, that in no way puts what I said more succinctly. Their line does not explain why it happens, only hits on that it does happen. Cheers. Because the line in the Doobie Brothers song does not say why people are confused, why people see things that aren't there. The line doesn't even come close to saying that. My article was about why you may see things or make deductions of things not supported by evidence or by reality. It's because our mind fills in the blanks. It doesn't like chaos. It likes order. So Ken, right, yeah, Judy goes, right, how stupid to compare the two. Right, and you know, I don't care if he has that. Hey, this reminds me of, that's good. But to say that the Doobie Brothers 50 years ago said better what I said, it's like they didn't even come close to even saying what I said. Yes, a wise man will go through, but why? Why is there the confusion in the first place? That's what my article was about, is to explain why. Why do you see strange things in the dark that aren't there? Because your mind doesn't see things, it fills in the blank. Why, when you see sketchy information, you fill in the blanks? They've done it with pictures. They put partial pictures up there and say, what is this? And people can actually read it, but it isn't really there. It's why you look up in the sky and you might see a dragon or a horse or a fish or, you know, in the clouds. It's not really there, but your mind sees these things. Knowing reality from non-reality, and that's what I hate making assumptions with things. A lot of people make deductive leaps. And I go, yeah, that's not supported by the evidence. You could be right, but it's not. That's not what the evidence shows. There's big gaps in there. Could be something totally different. I always err on the side of caution. If I don't know, I don't know. But yeah, these are the. I have been really nice to people. I have been super nice to people, super nice to people for the past 4 days, since this weekend, since the big jump ship from people that didn't like what I had to say and how I treated people. You treat me, you know, when the first thing you do is you insult your followers. I did not come out swinging and insult my followers. I just said I'm not going to argue about it. I've given you some place to start, something to think about. Now go do some research. That's not insulting anybody. That's me going, I can't. Here's another thing that people don't understand. It really chaps my ass. A lot of things chap my ass. I can't argue everybody. Now, here you go. Mike Tyson was a world champion boxer, right? He could probably whip just about anybody that jumped in the ring with him. Granted. He couldn't fucking whip 500 people that are lined up and just going in one at a time or two or three at a time. He can't fucking do it. That's the way the internet works. You come in wandering into the ring thinking you're the only one there. It's you and me. It's not. It's me and 35 fucking thousand followers and then some who happen to just walk in. I can't take all comers. That's fucking stupid. If I interact with you, this is not bluster and this isn't ego. If I interact with you online, consider it, be thankful. Be thankful. Because I can't interact with everybody. I try to interact with as many people as I can. Most people's pages don't. I get to every single message somebody sends me, every single one. I will look at it. Now, if they deserve to be blocked, I'll block them. I won't. It's done. If it's coming in good faith, I always answer it. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. If they come in good faith, I will answer it, and I will answer it as quickly as I can. I got in a message last night at 10:30 or 11. And somebody's like, hey, I follow your content. I trust what you think about things. Let me know what you think about this. Okay. And that's okay. And I wrote back to him. We're like, hey, it's late at night. Just wanted to let you know I got your message. I'll get back to you tomorrow on it. And they're like, okay, cool. I can't tell you how many people have sent me messages and they're like, I really didn't think that you were going to contact me back, that you're going to write back. So that's so cool. It's like, that's what I try to do. That's what I try to do. I don't have a third party run my page, and I'm not just interested in clicks. If that was the case, I'd let everything be a shit show. I wouldn't look at any comments whatsoever. But the thing is I care about the message on my page, and I also know if I take the time to put out some commentary, I've thought about it, and there's a reason I put it out there. And when people come in, and it's usually not the majority are fine, but enough of them come in, and then they post shit that's wrong, and then they start getting traction on what was wrong, that's taken away from the mission and object of my page, which isn't their wrong shit. It's what I put forth. I don't have a social media account because I'm really interested in what everybody thinks. I talked to the missus today about it. I said one of the biggest problems that I have with social media is they went to a money generating, because I'm monetized. It's not just about who sees and who interacts. It's comments as well. Okay? If they just went with whoever touches it, has put an emoji, and who sees it, that's fine. But they encourage comments, and that encourages the lowest common denominator out there. And I've said this time and time again. It's not that I'm disinterested. There's some people that I don't mind having a discussion with, but the purpose of my content is not to talk with untold amount of people and have conversations. It's not. Now, people like it. They can have conversations with each other in the comment section, and that's fine. But there's people who think that I'm obligated, and that's the purpose. Their purpose is me specifically to talk with you, to debate with you, to answer your question. And you're not paying me, and I don't get enough views to generate any money. I had talked before. I'd even ask people, hey, if you couldn't post on my content at all, but you could still read the articles, you could still get all the goodies, but you couldn't post on things, would you still follow? It was about 50-50. Fair enough, but that's still 50-50. But it shows that social media has become about the me. I've never been to anybody else's content and thought it was about me. Never. It's not in my nature. It's like, so you listen to what John's saying about stuff and you go, well, what a fucking ass. No, I'm holding myself to the same standards. I'm not the most important thing on your page. I'm not the most important thing on your show, even if I'm a bona fide guest. Okay? Now, I've had guests. Not often, but I've had guests. And they're guests, and they're given a spotlight. They're still not the most important thing. It's still my show. It's like you go on the Johnny Carson show. You think that you're really the most important thing on the show? Read the fucking headline. It's the Johnny Carson show. You come and go. You've got a spotlight. Thank you. Good. Take advantage of it. It's Johnny's show. I mean, this shit used to just be common knowledge. Now it's everybody's got main character syndrome. They are the most important thing no matter where they go in the world. It's like, hell no, that's not the way it works. It's not the way it works. It's not. Learn to yield to people. That's not being subservient. That's not being less than. Yield to them. It's theirs. It's theirs. You ride in somebody's car, it's their fucking car. You don't take over. You're a guest. You go to their house, you're a guest. No matter how gracious of a host they are, you're still a guest. Act like it. And again, I'm one person. I can't field all that shit. But I know that all the time I put into it, all the effort that I put into it can be undone by a couple jackasses that post wrong shit that's confirmation bias to idiots. I know for a fact that a lot of the stuff I post out there is just bias confirmation for people. That's why they follow me. I get it. But the people who really are interested are going to be like, whether I agree with him or not, I'm following him because he's going to put out some good shit. And chances are, when I don't agree with him, it might be that I need to reflect on something that I need to reconsider. That's the honest way to do it. But too many people out there, nope, they see one thing that they fucking disagree with. And I posted about that before. Good luck in life. That's like you get into a spat with me. Really? Like you've never had a spat with your brother or sister. You've never had a spat with your parents. You've never had a spat with your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend. Really? Never? Really? You're full of shit. You agree with me at 98% or not or more. The other 2% or less had better be damn important for you to get your panties in a wad and then stomp off. If you choose not to follow me because I tell the truth about J.D. Vance and that I don't want to spoon feed you all the reasons why and say it's the information's out there, go look for it, make up your own mind. I'm telling you, this is what I am saying. Then you do the research and you make up your own mind. If that pisses you off, that I won't fucking engage and I won't do all the work for you, you're a moron. And good luck in life. Good luck in life. I just don't. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, here we go. Oh, it didn't come on. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Where did I go? Yeah, I'm trying to pull this up. And the internet wasn't on this particular page screen. And this isn't even right. I don't even know what to see. This is not even fucking right. Whatever. How do I do this? Oh, it ain't right either. Okay, that's close. My system restarted and it tried to update. I've got an old system. It tries to keep going to Windows 11. The system can't handle Windows 11. So it screws up everything. So it took me a while to get up and running. Okay, this is the this is from the other day. I said I went boom. I went from here. Pow! See this dip here? That's all the people I left after the J.D. Vance thing. From here to here. Pow! It's like, oh my goodness. But, yeah. It's 20 after. But, yeah, it just... I've had some people jump ship. I ain't never had that many at once. It's like, oh... That showed what a bunch of crybabies that folks on. And this is what I always get. You'll see me. I'll post up. Somebody does something. Somebody did such and such, and the first thing is, yeah, the left. Yeah, the left. It's like, no, these motherfuckers are on the right. I hate it when people seem to think that the flaws and problems with people only happen on the left. It's like, no. The right's full of them too. The right's full of them too. Oh, but as you saw, I am let's see here. Let's go back there. I am catching back up. Look, I'm on the rise. I'm on the rise. But from here to here, I mean, look at here. I went yeah. In just a couple days, I'd gone up over 200 followers. I think it was like 400 in a week, which of course is nothing compared to what I was doing before they smacked me. But, yeah, it's like all those people. It's like, and then people wanting to send me messages and people wanting to talk shit about me. Some people were going to other non-related posts and posting shit. It's like, and then they go, yeah, and I'm leaving it. But it's like, you don't have to announce to the world. Just fucking go. I'll get by. I'm still 34,500 followers. I mean, that ain't much, but it ain't nothing. 80 people want to leave? Okay. Okay. Just leave. Hell, you want to block me? Block me. You want to talk shit? Go talk shit someplace. Just don't do it on my page. Just don't do it on my page. Because then other people will be able to read my content, read how I deal with people, and decide for themselves whether or not they want to follow my content or not. I got accused the other day of me wanting to. I go out of my way to start arguments with my followers and insult them. It's like, no, I don't. I have limited amount of time. If I went and I dealt with every single person that I thought, look, I pick and choose and I do what I see and it's sporadic. What always comes down is when I then just try to end the conversation, they get pissed off. How dare I? Okay, here's a quick question here. Here's a quiz for you. What demographic do you think is the ones that won't shut the fuck up the most? What demographic, if you were to make a guess and go, one type of person, this little group right here, big group, this that can't hear no and can't hear it's done. What demographic do you think that is? And they got to keep coming back and then throw a fucking hissy fit. What demographic is that? It's not only them, it's vastly them. The vast majority is them. What demographic do you think it is? Any guess? Laurel says, I have no idea. I've seen it from both. Both what? Both what? Whites and blacks? Both what? Right? Oh, they tend to be from the right. They tend to. We get a little more specific on that one. Women. It's women. I just sit back and shake my head. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah, men will give me a hard time sometime. But when it comes down to you go back and forth and you finally just say enough, it's usually the women that they can't shut up and they can't just gracefully stop. They got to, and then they get so offended and it's like, oh my God, fucking stop. Stop. They don't even realize I cut them more breaks than I cut guys. I do, swear to God. I'm nicer to the gals than I am the guys. And the gals don't see it. Just shut up. Laura says, you shouldn't. I shouldn't what? Be nicer to the gals? I am, though. I am. I always cut them slack. And they act like I don't. No, I lay into the guys pretty quick. I always cut the girls some slack. I try to be nice. They just, oh, how dare he? How dare he? I followed you for so long. And if you think back to the big dust-ups on there, you go, yeah, dang near every one of them was a female. How dare you? I look over at the missus and I go, these gals have never been told to shut the fuck up. And they're like, Laurel says, well, tonight not so. No, well, that's debatable. He was acting like a woman. Oh my goodness. Well, I told you about my father's live-in girlfriend back that Christmas. she was now. Well, I never. It's like, yeah, I'll bet you never did, and that's half the problem right there. For those that, my father was seeing an old gal, and they'd come over for Christmas. The kids were gone to school. The missus was off at work, and I was working at home. And my father had come on over. And he brought his gal. He brought his gal with him. Now keep in mind, I'd seen this bitch hit him twice. One was at my house. I was not too pleased about that. The other was at their house. But I figured, yeah, if he's gonna be a man and he gonna put up with that shit, that's on him. That's on him. Smacked him right across the fucking face. Not a playful smack either. She just smacked the hell out of him. Oh, but okay, they come over. And they drop off some Christmas cards. And I think my father had some money in the card that he was going to give, and she had a card, and she might have had money. I have no fucking idea. And they were there, and we were waiting for the kids and the missus to come back. Like I said, she was off at work, and the kids were at school. So I was entertaining them. And we were talking. Excuse me. And she had to argue everything that I said. Everything that I had said in my house. She had to argue every fucking thing that I came out of my mouth. And I finally had enough of it. And I said, you know what, Lucille? You just need to shut the fuck up. And yes, that was the exact words I used. My father had a big old grin on his face. And she's got all apoplectic. Oh, well, I never. And I'm like, yeah, I'll bet you never have. And that's the problem. So she looks to him and says, take me home. Take me out of here. And then she goes, give me my card back. I'm like, not a fucking problem. Here you go. Here's your card. Merry fucking Christmas. Get the fuck out of my house. And that's the last time. That's the last time I saw her. That's the last time I saw her. I never went to their house because he lived with her. And I never went to their house again. And I saw my father very rarely after that. Now, he was retired. He could come and see me anytime he wanted to. And I know he had been taking trips here and there, so it wasn't like he couldn't. So that was on him. But, yeah, I'm not going to play those games. Yeah, it's like, no. I'm a gracious host. I am a gracious host. But you don't disrespect me like that in my house. And like I said, she had slapped him across the face in my house. Like, oh. No. No. Not happening. I'm not one to mince words. I'm nice. But well, I never. Yeah, I bet. Yeah. That is half the problem right there. She treated my dad like shit. But then again, my dad treated us kids like shit. And he'd been bullied by women his entire life. His entire fucking life. But I don't need to get into that. It's like, oh, Lord Almighty. Life. And the older I get, the less patience I have with people. And more so when they can't read a room. You can't read a room. I was coming in hot. Laura, was there any confusion how hot I came in on the show tonight? Oh my goodness. God. Laurel said you would have had to have been deaf, for fuck's sake. Yeah. Yeah. And even at that, if you could see my face, you could tell that I was pretty steamy. I was pretty steamy. Yeah. I tried to warn him. Okay, you ain't that important. You ain't that. Oh no. Oh, no. Somebody might see the show and how I dealt with Kay and not want to watch the show. Well, yeah, okay. Okay. Look, we used to have a good show, and nothing has changed. I haven't changed one bit. Correct me if I'm fucking wrong. I don't think I've changed one bit. The only thing that's changed is people stopped coming to the show. We used to have great shows with a bunch of people sitting and talking. We'd talk about all sorts of shit. There'd get trolls that pop in. They were fun. We'd fuck with them and then send them on their way. So it's not that I need to lighten up to get a bigger audience. No, the audience is either there or not. It's a fun show. It's a fun show. Just don't be an idiot. Kay's an idiot. sad. Hey, Gus, you watching? I have no idea. And I'm not calling you an idiot, Gus, but I'm thinking about people that used to be on the show all the time. Like Donna. I don't know where Donna went. I keep saying I got to call Gus. I never called Gus. Gus, give me a call. I should call him tomorrow. See how he's doing. See if he needs something. No, yeah. Wonder where Peg is. She's usually here by now. But yeah, what happened to Alicia? I don't know what happened. She hasn't said anything in the back room in a bit. I know she was having some problems. There was excuse me. Remember she had the surgery on her wrist, but she had been getting through that okay. But she had something minor that might have been. But then she was having issues with her daughter, and I'm more likely to believe that the reason why she hasn't been on the show has more to do with her daughter than her wrist. Yeah, go ahead, Laurel. Message her and see what's up. Oh, wasn't she going to have a partial hysterectomy too? She had that coming up. That was her, right? So she had problems with her daughter. She had a partial hysterectomy, and I kept saying, no, have them pull it all. Pull it all. You save yourself a lot of issues down the road if you can get them to do it all. Just get them to do it all. And then her wrist before that. I know she hasn't donated in a couple months, and that's fine. And that's fine. I know that she had other stuff that she had to do. Connie and her man. Haven't heard from them. I don't think they're doing well. You know, he was getting on in age. And she was like us. She wasn't no spring chicken either. Speaking of spring chickens, happy birthday, Laurel. Laurel is 38 years old today. Happy birthday, Laurel. Happy 38th. There was no comments. There's no comments. Laurel says, yeah, for 30 years now. I was waiting. It's like, oh, that was quite the lag there. It's like I say, my wife, she's 41 years old. she's been 41 for over 20 years. That's good. It's good. She my spring chickadee. Spring chickadee. Yep. I've been itching to get back out on the water. Haven't decided where I want to go. Haven't decided whether I want to take the Phoenix or take the Lincoln. It's like, I loved being out on that Lincoln. Oh, God, she was so smooth. But she's heavy and she's big. But she's stable, so relaxing. The Phoenix is fast. Boy, I can get to point A to point B, but I can never, it's like you're always playing with your hips, ever so slightly, because it's tippy. I'm a tall guy, so I got a high center of gravity. The Lincoln, old red, just so nice, but she's heavy. She's heavy. I mean, I can do it, but okay. 14 and a half foot, 20 pound carbon fiber North Star Phoenix versus a 16 foot, 90 pound fiberglass Lincoln. There's a little difference there. It's like, yeah, I can do it. It's just there's a big difference between those canoes. Big difference. If I had two people, that's a whole lot easier. It's easy to move with two people. One person, that's a big canoe. She got to be a good 85, 90 pounds. She's old school. I mean, she's not like overbuilt. She's just a big canoe. She's a big canoe. Hell, remember, I used 2 cans of paint on that thing too. That's another, so each time you add, you're just adding weight. You wouldn't think it adds up. You do fiberglass and Bondo and paint, and it all adds up. It all adds up. But she's a beautiful paddling canoe. She's just heavy, slow. She's about half the speed of my Phoenix. But I sit there during lunch, didn't even think about trying to stay stable. I just sat. In the Phoenix, yeah, you're gonna reach around and get stuff, and the canoe is gonna do this. You just roll with your hips, but still, it's not as steady as the Lincoln. Old red. She's a pretty canoe. The missus tells me about the Lincoln. She goes, I got to be honest, I was not happy when you took the canoe. See, I was gonna cut the dang thing in half and throw it in the dumpster because it was rough. You saw it; it was rough. And I'm like, I'd had a lot of memories growing up with that canoe, and it just killed me. Like, okay, and I did not know whether I could save it. But she was not happy. She said, "Yeah, when we went over, picked up that canoe, I was not happy." Judy says she's a beauty now. She is. Oh, even the missus says so. Yeah, it's a pretty canoe. Pretty canoe. Going to be even better when I spray paint the interior. I want to do it tan on the inside. It doesn't look bad with it red on the inside, but I think she'll look better with a tan. But yeah, old school lines, pretty canoe. Took me 2 years to get her done. But let's be honest. Last year I didn't do much of anything. I started on it, did a lot of sanding and stuff like that, but then I was working all the time, so she didn't get done. But I got her done. Get her done. Get her done. Yeah. I mean, she doesn't look like a new canoe, but she's pretty. She got character. And she rides nice. But she's like, yeah, I got to admit, I was not pleased that you brought that canoe home. Like, well, okay. And she says that she was afraid that I wouldn't be able to fix it. She was afraid I wasn't going to be able to fix it, and I was going to be so disappointed. Like, well, she knows me, though. It's like, okay, we'll get it done. Hey, she ain't perfect. She's seaworthy. She's nice and she's pretty. Yep. Everybody else was probably going, dang, is John ever going to get that canoe done? Yeah, if I get to it. I had the Phoenix, so it wasn't like if I didn't have the Phoenix, then yeah, she'd probably been done a long time ago. But I had the Phoenix. But yeah, big difference in weight. I could take that Phoenix and spin her around like those sign twirlers that you see out on the road. Yeah, she's only 20 pounds. She's only 20 pounds. And she gets compliments every time I take her out. It's like, oh, that's a nice canoe. Yeah, thank you. Old Red didn't. Now, granted, I didn't see too many people when I was out that day, but she just looks like a classic Old Red canoe. The Phoenix she's carbon fiber. She's a black carbon fiber, sleek canoe. Sleek canoe. I love it. But I'm torn. Which one am I going to take out next? I have no idea. Hey, our numbers have dropped down. We've got 15 minutes left. Oh, goodness gracious. What am I going to do? I try to be nice to folks. I've been trying my hardest to be nice to folks. Trying my hardest. People just don't seem to quite appreciate that this is my show and my page is my page. It's mine. It's mine. Well, kind of reminded myself of Reagan there for a second. Well, well, Nancy. Goodness gracious. Ronald Reagan. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. Like Reagan said, you want to know communism versus capitalism? When they tore down the wall, people weren't fucking running to the other side of the wall. They weren't running to fucking East Berlin. They were running to West Berlin. Yes, sir. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. DB. BB. Hey, Buck. Okay, what show? BB. Hey, Buck. Nobody knows. Come on. Where's it from? Hey, Buck. Nobody knows? The original Battlestar Galactica series. Elmer Fudd. No. It's the, what was his name? Twiggy? The short little robot. Looked like a little kid with a bobbed haircut, almost like a Prince Valiant haircut, but it was a robot. Yeah. I tell you, everything's back to a movie, TV show, song, something like that. Doesn't matter. And it just references something. Something always pops up. Yes, sir. So we'll see. We'll see if I get back up to. If I get over 680, I'll get back all the folks that ditched me last week. If If I get to 700, I surpassed it. And it will keep going from there. You know, usually things will die down, and that's fine. We've seen this before. Just not that many people all at once. Usually it's like 25. When I get to, oh, dude. Everybody's getting all freaking verklempt. They get the vapors. Watch Schindler's List again. Last couple nights, got that out of the way. Laurel says, I can't believe how fast people get their underwear in and out. Yeah. Yeah. And then want to insult me and act like I'm the bad guy. And it's like, Jesus Christ. Now, how about this? I'm the whiskey cowboy. I'm not the teetotaler and cowboy. What the fuck are people thinking? Just because I'm civil all the time doesn't mean I'm a pushover. It's just, Jesus. But yeah, Schindler's List. I'm good for that, you know, once every year or two. Schindler's List. It's a good movie. Oscar Schindler. Played by Liam Neeson. I like Liam Neeson as an actor. He's a good character actor. As a person, he's a real shitbird. But I like the movies. I like him in Rob Roy, too. If you haven't seen it, watch Rob Roy. Boy, that movie will piss you off. Judy says people are so nasty to each other. Yeah, they are. And they don't have Laura said quite a few of them are. Yeah. Sadly. I try my best to separate their politics from my music, from my movie viewing. Sometimes you can't. When they just get so bad, you just... I liked it better when the movie houses owned the stars. You were under contract to like MGM or, you know, Paramount, and they managed their stars. That's when they actually had movie stars. You know, you didn't know everything about them. You didn't know their political views. You didn't know their social views. They just, here's my latest movie, and they acted good for the camera and out and about at events, and they held themselves with poise. I miss those days. You miss those days. Most of them were before I was born. Yes, that's true. But I miss those days anyways. It's like, yeah, I don't think none of us were around when the movie houses owned. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that quite well. Yeah. No, it was back before you were born. But I think those days were the better days, you know, because you had the movie houses owned it, and you could tell what movie it was by the actor or actress in it because they were contracted to you know, Paramount or, you know, MGM or freaking wherever. And that's who they did their movies for. And they were given the scripts and they go, there you go. That's what you're going to do. That's when they cared about making money. Movie houses cared about making money. But, yeah. Miss the days of the movie stars. Movie stars, not celebrities. Fuck celebrity. Movie stars. There's been a bunch of people talking about that. I saw another thing to talk about why we don't have movie stars anymore. AI is going to replace them all. Yeah, to some degree. Some degree. I've watched the songs put out by AI. You can write a song and have them write you a song and they can sing it. It's every bit as, honest to God, it's every bit as good as the slop that's being pushed out there by real people. The days of real musicians and singers is sadly going by the wayside. And remember when you could tell who the artist was within the first few words. You knew exactly who the fuck it was. Nowadays, it's like, who the fuck is that? That could be one of 4 different people. And it doesn't matter what genre you're in. But I listen to country. I can't listen to a lot of modern country because it's like, who the fuck is that? I think it's one person. It's not. The songs, they're pop and they got rap in it and shit. And the artists all sound the same. Again, it used to be, you could tell, okay, yeah, that's Clint Bach. That's Alan Jackson. Okay. That's the Possum right there. That's Johnny Cash. There's you could tell. It's like you knew right away who it was. Okay, that's Garth Brooks. And he's one of the new ones. He was the one that pushed things in a different direction. But you could still, you could tell who the singer was. Now it's like, oh, I thought that was this guy over here. No, it's not. Oh, it could have been one of 4 guys. Yeah, they all sound alike. Same way with the gals. Who the hell is that? You used to be able to tell. Distinct voices. Dolly, Reba, Trisha. Keep on going. You could tell them all apart. And we talked about on one of the other last shows, we're talking about the death of bands. When was the last time you saw a new band? A band, not a lead singer, not a band. They don't make them anymore. When was the last rock band that came out? Hit the radios, airwaves. It's like they moved from bands to individual artists. They used to be so cool. Yeah. They used to, and well, because they were doing more concerts and they could actually make money and there was less shit. I mean, it's just, nowadays, get yourself an artist, get yourself somebody that can sort of sing, then auto-tune them. Do they got the right look? Okay, this is the look we're going for. This is the basic sound. Yeah, they can sing. Auto-tune what they can't do. Put them in a studio and put a studio band with them. I mean, yeah, a lot of the bands that were out there, a lot of the recordings wasn't the band anyways. Might be some of the band, but they had people fill in for parts, and because if they couldn't get them all into the studio, and sometimes it wasn't the band at all. But it was their song, and they did play it on stage, and they did write it, came up with it. But nowadays, it's all crap. But yeah, you listen to the AI stuff that's out there. I got some backing tracks that I use, and they've got AI voices with it and stuff like that. And yeah, a lot of them that's okay. Sometimes they're a little overboard, but it's like, yeah, it's as good as what's out there. It's as good as what's out there. And you're paying them what? Nothing. It's AI. It's AI. And the songs, they're formulaic songs. Yeah, they are. But so are the songs being sung by real people. It's like, really? This is a paint by numbers song. It's just like all the other songs. And in fact, a lot of times it is just like that, just different words. We've done that too. It's like, wait a minute, I thought a song leads in and it's like, oh wait, that's not that song. Well, it sounded like it. It still sounds like it, but it's not it's not the same song. I don't know. I don't know what's up with the entertainment industry. I just don't get it. Things are changing. People have always said that when they get older, they don't understand. It's like, no, we got people, even young people, going, I don't understand. Celebrity. Everybody wants to be a celebrity. I got my TikTok channel and 5 million followers and I'm just posting drama and shit. Look, everybody's paying attention to me. It's like, I'm going to be on a reality TV show. No such thing. They're just unscripted. It ain't nothing real. They're going to put you in situations and they're going to edit it the way they want to edit it. And they just want you to be stupid. Just be fucking stupid. We need some good shit. It's not reality. And then people try to live their life like they used to see reality TV stars doing. It's like it wasn't reality. It's a show. It's unscripted, but it's just a show. It ain't real. Everybody got main character syndrome. I'd like to just fade away and just have some friends. I don't care how far away they are. Have some friends. Come on over sometime. Do stuff. If I could share stuff. I don't need this. Lord knows. I ain't making hand over fist off of my stuff, off of my commentary and articles. I ain't. But I do it. Been doing it for a decade and change. I'd like to retire. Yeah. And last week, oh Jesus. Then the week before that, it's getting rough. I'm just getting tired of people. The majority, and I go through and it's like, okay, the majority of the people, they're fine. The majority of the people are fine. But the portion that aren't is just, they're like really noticeable and they're growing in number. Oh shit, it's 10 o'clock. My right eye is giving me issues. I had a migraine all day. We've been having thunder boomers come through. I think we had one about 11 o'clock. No rain. we had a thunder boomer. No rain. And then it rained early afternoon. Came down pretty darn good. It was going on horizontal like, or vertical like, or diagonal. One of those. Diagonal. Horizontal's this way. This way. Vertical's this way. Diagonal's this way. It was coming diagonal. Yeah, rain's coming diagonal. Been a long day. Thanks for joining the show. Judy missed all the excitement at the beginning of the show. Laurel says today was beautiful. Humidity has been lower, only in the 80s. Yeah, the humidity's been better here. Back 2 weeks ago, man, the guitar was not working very good. I just could not get it cool enough and dry enough. The humidity was throwing everything off. So it sounded like shit. It's been singing purdy lately. But I'm glad that you had a good day. I'm glad you had. Did you have anything special that you were doing today, Miss Laurel? Judy says 100's here. Till about October. Yeah. And your humidity is going to depend upon where you are. It's a good thing about Oklahoma. You can be dry heat. It'll be wet heat. Depends upon where you're at. Depends upon where you're at. Get closer to the Ozarks, it'll be wet. It'll be wet. Rose says, nope, just an easy day with the family. I like it like that. I like it like that. Yeah, it's a good day. That's a good day. I'm glad you had a good day. And I'm glad you had a great time on your trip to Tennessee. Tennessee, right? Tennessee this last weekend. Judy said the humidity is awful. Sorry to hear that. I keep forgetting exactly where in Oklahoma you're at. We had another gal that was in the Ozarks, I think. Who the hell was it from the Ozarks? Was it Donna? Was Donna from the Ozarks? South Oklahoma. Yeah, then that's look. You know dang well South Oklahoma is wet to dry. It's not. You must be. Are you Eastern, Southeastern? Laura said started with an O. What started with an O? South Central. Well, I was in South Central and it wasn't too humid most of the time. Ozarks, Oklahoma. No, right, but yeah, I think she was from the Ozark, but I think she was from Arkansas. Wasn't she from Arkansas? But she was from the Ozarks. See, the Ozarks touch into Oklahoma too, but the Ozarks run right up the east side. Fort Smith. You think she was Fort Smith? Yeah, that's touching into the Ozarks. It ain't deep, but yeah, the Ozarks run right up. Pretty. Ozarks look like the Appalachians. Ish, close. And then you got the Appalachians running up Tennessee, the east side of Tennessee. Pretty land. It's got the Smoky Mountains and stuff. Those are all the Appalachians. Run right up there, and then those Appalachians run all the way up into Maine. People, they don't realize that. Oh, the Appalachians, yeah, it runs all the way up to Maine. Runs right up the East Coast from Tennessee and south a little bit, and then runs right diagonal up through New Hampshire, and then into Maine. The Appalachians. If you hike the Appalachia Trail, it'll take you all up into Maine, down through New Hampshire, and then down through was it Massachusetts? Maybe a touch, and I'm trying to think if to touch into New York, and maybe Pennsylvania a little bit, but not much. And then down through, you get the Carolinas and Kentucky and Tennessee. Judy says, beautiful country. It is beautiful country. Beautiful country. Green, very green. Oh, Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Born in the mountaintops in Tennessee. Greenest state in the land of the free. Wrong. Wrong. No, Tennessee is not the greenest state in the land of the free. Vermont, New Hampshire, even parts of Carolina and Kentucky are greener than Tennessee. But yeah, it's a good song. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier. Yeah, he lived a very interesting life. I don't even know if they teach much about Davy Crockett. There was a special on Netflix about him not long ago, and Matt Walsh did a show about Davy Crockett. He was a frontiersman, a senator or congressman, one of the two. Not long, got beat out. Tricky pool, dirty pool was being played at that time. And his competition was a real shitbird, and very underrated person in American history. You got Boonesville. Interesting story. If you're not boned up on Davy Crockett, oh no, that was Daniel Boone, Davy Crockett, Daniel Boone, Boonesville. It's late. Both of them are underrated, but yeah, Davy Crockett and Daniel Boone. They're both from that area too, by the way. They're both from that way. And you got David Bowie. He's another one. But whatever. It's late. It is late. It is late. Oh, my goodness. So I will be online tomorrow morning, bright and early. Thank you all for joining the show. It was interesting. See you next Wednesday. Hopefully. We'll see. And get some rest. Get some rest. Laura says, good night, sleep well. Yes, indeed. Good night, sleep well. Judy, Laurel, anybody else? There's some other people that are watching. They haven't said anything. Judy says, great show, Cowboy. Good night. All. It wasn't great. And I came in hot. But whatever. Such is life. God bless and take care.